Hi, I'm at Cebit 2014 and we're about to do a walk around. It's quite a large venue, so it could take a while, but stick with me. Sorry, I don't have a proper steadycam rig, so we get what we get. Let's go. Now it's held in the Dome. It's not in the Olympic Stadium, of course, and let's have a look at who's at NICTA. They're the research, government-funded research group. They do get government funding, but and there's a whole Asian section over there which we'll come to, but it's all set up in different zones pretty much. So we've got IBM here and Belkin. They've turned up, so lots of, all of your main computer names. They're all here, and this is a fancy stand. How much did they spend on that? Gee, oh no, looks like a conglomeration of companies, Salesforce, all that business jazz. But there is, Canon have a big stand. There we go. How much one of those stands cost? I don't know, they probably spent, 100 grand setting up the stand or something like that. So, anyway, there's mobile communications there, so comes in all different sections, and then there's cloud ecosystems. We've got Factortel and all sorts of telecoms companies, Citrix and SAS, all the usual, but I'm surprised to see a few test equipment makers here. So we've got power parameters, test and measurement, so they're selling Hioki stuff, so there you go. And so there is some test equipment gear here. Very surprising to find this at Cebit, which is predominantly a business show, and there's New South Wales, new state business. So the New South Wales government have obviously spent some of my tax dollars, thank you very much, and who are Ruckus Wireless. So there's M2M connectivity and all sorts of no doubt networking companies, and it looks like there's an Indian company, and here we go. I think we're in the University of Western Sydney. There you go, UTS. So all the so a few of the local universities here in Sydney are here, but there's a huge section of the show which is devoted, of course, to China, Shenzhen. So all the a whole conglomerate of Chinese companies, ones that make probably those no-name tablets and all that sort of stuff, smartphones, and little seminar theatre. He's a consultant, he's giving some sort of lecture, I'm not sure, but tons of Chinese companies here, as you'd pretty much expect, because we're in Australia here, we're in the Asia Pacific region, of course. Scientific Development Co. Interesting. Tablet PCs and more. Oh, they've got ruggedized phones and tablets and all that sort of jazz. And then we've got connectors, heat shrink, tubing and things like that. Geez, you'd think you're at an electronics show. I'm actually quite surprised. I thought it was more business oriented. I did have a very quick walk up the centre of the Dome. We're in a dome here, by the way. It's called the Dome for a reason. There it is, and it's actually quite a large venue. There's a huge, as you'll see, it could take 20 minutes to walk through this thing, I'm sure, giving commentary, and we've just got crap audio, consumer audio products, but very little consumer grade stuff here. It is all predominantly business, so little security those car cameras, things like that. So, and fire, some sort of fire protection mob, and Western Digital, is it? There you go. And AirWatch, a wireless company, presumably. Never heard of them, but we're missing out a whole bunch. So sorry if I don't get around to everything, because it could be a bit tricky getting the whole lot. Anyway. Yeah, if I walk down every aisle, we'd be here forever. But this is a walk around video, so I will do a separate one with just some highlights of some interviews with people and stuff like that, mainly the hardware startups. That's pretty much what I'm here for. There is a startup section in the second part of the hall over there, which we will eventually get to. So, Bang the Table. Interesting name, okay. Rackspace, so the cloud company Rackspace, they're here. Maybe they can offer me some free EEVblog server space perhaps. I should talk to them. Give them some free publicity in exchange for... oh, here we go, here's a crap job. No software, look at this, someone's dressed up. Dude, oh, that's bad. That is tragic. No, guys. That's just, no.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, let's leave them to their own devices. Oh goodness, you always get that at shows. It's the worst job ever. So dressing up as a mascot. Thankfully, I've never had to do it at all the shows. I've been on a few stands at various shows. I've never drawn the short straw and had to dress up as a mascot or anything like that. So I do have my image stability turned on, so hopefully it works a bit, but I don't know. This camera's not that great with image stability, so my apologies. Yeah, he's also in an outfit. Look at that. No, that's just wrong. That's wrong. No, he looks happy though. All right, and so yeah, these are companies I've never heard of, cloud companies and various things, but this is what it's all about here. So not only Australian companies, of course, but lots of overseas, like AVG, antivirus are here. There you go. I just ditched their software because it had an annoying pop-up. Kept popping up with all sorts of crap and I couldn't shut it up. So, no, I gave it the flick. For antivirus I'm using now. But BlackBerry, they're here. Are they still going? What do they do these days? Printermate. All right. Rapid Global. And we're Startup Alley. Here we go. This is what we're here for. So let's go in and check out a few of the startups. And there's a retail tech section right over there. So this place is pretty big actually.
Check out my startup.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you've got a startup. What is it?
Urban Outsource. Disrupting home services industry.
Home services,
Yeah.
not quite my field, but thanks anyway. There you go. They're walking around, pitching their stuff. That's what you've got to be here for, flogging your wares. There is a thing which starts at like 12:30 today, which is they get to pitch their stuff. And, oh, Tasman 3D printers. There you go. Terrific. And Willtronics. There you go. I know Willtronics. So, yeah, thank you. Thumbs up. All right, more 3D printers. That looks very nice. That looks very sexy. We might come back to that one for our highlights reel. And crap, overpriced food, no doubt, I'm sure. They always are. Delta V Space Hub. So we've got some, I don't know, Space Startup Accelerator. 3D printing systems, Objective 3D. All right, let's go. Cebit Astronautics, SpaceNet, lots of, okay, right. It looks like, Delta V sponsored lots of space stuff. I don't know, but there seems to be quite a few of them here, so. But I'm impressed by the number of made in Germany. There you go. Hi to all my German viewers. There are a lot of you, and yeah, there's a specific German section here. Once again, I sort of, who would be funding that? I'm not entirely sure. But, oh, we missed some stuff around the back. See, we could go all day. We could go all day. Space, yeah, that's the, oh, no, that's the back side of those. Oh, don't want to spill anyone's coffee. All right, I'll hang back. There we go. Let's continue. And this is the future of robotics. And there it is. He's going to make it do something.
Nice.
Yeah.
That'll work, right?
It's a bit of a fail. Okay, that one. Oh, no, he can't get back up. Yes, can he? Can he? He got back up. Awesome. There you go. And they've got the software. Obviously, I presume that looks like the stance that he's got. Is that tied in real time to the robot? Hey, look. There we go. He's kicking the ball.
The problem with it at the moment is it's a bit slow.
That's pretty. They're evil looking eyes. I love those. That's great.
We actually think they look a little bit like Astro.
Yep, I think. Astro Boy, you reckon? Yep.
We need to fix that block.
Oh, I think he's failed. All right. But no, we might come back to that. That's very cool. Anyway, there's a whole section. Oh no, that's just, future of robots. So it could be separate companies. Once again, they've got themed areas. Oh, University of Sydney. Okay, there you go. Ooh, shrimp. That looks impressive. Okay, there we go. G'day, someone knows me. Want to be on the video?
Sure.
G'day.
From Robo Dojo.
Oh, Robo Dojo. Yeah, did we meet at?
We did.
Oh, we did. Yeah, g'day. I thought so. Excellent. All right, I'm just doing a walk around video at the moment, and this looks very impressive. Anything with something that spins is awesome. Does it go ping as well? That would be terrific. But I have no idea what the shrimp is, but it looks very capable. That's for sure. Big emergency stop button. Big antennas on the sucker. Big GPS as well. So. Yeah, and multi-cam. Oh, yeah, okay. So it's got 360 panorama cameras on it. And we've got ourselves the Big Bird remote control plane, robotic aircraft used in agriculture. There you go. And drones, there's quite a few drones here. That's a nice little arm, look at that. Nice compact, you can almost sit that on a desk. But that's really neat. We've got ourselves some drones. It's an interesting arrangement, actually. There you go, digital SLR mounted on it with a anti-vibration mount, I'm sure. Dynamic control, that looks very nice, but that's I think they have a specific name, those that arrangement of props on them. So, Japanese company, all right. Tech reader. There are a couple of hardware startups here I wanted to check out, and I will eventually come across them. Haven't found them yet. Women as entrepreneurs, awesome. And what else? Yeah, there's the well, they call it the 3D PCB printer, but it's not actually 3D. It's 2D. But they wanted me to drop by, so. Screen Weaver. Tons of companies. You could spend all day just talking to, each individual stand in the startup section. So I'm very impressed. There's quite a lot of take up here. And Memjet. Memjet have been going forever, and I'm not sure, they may actually have a printer that works. Who knows? But yeah, they've been going forever. Memjet as well. There's a huge history behind Memjet, but yes, let's not go there. So, oh, they got the Raspberry Pi. There you go. Payroll systems. Okay, and the UK is here. There you go. It looks like major countries have all got their own sections. So I guess the UK Trade and Investment Department, I guess, funding their stand to invest in the UK. So go figure. Australian Computer Society. Terrific. They've got a largish stand. There's no computers on display though. Really? That's a bit disappointing. Aerial acquisitions, more like drones. Fantastic. So that'd be aerial photos and stuff like that by the sounds of it. Ooh. Volt grid. All right. That's a large interactive map application. Not sure what they're doing. Sneak around the back here, see what they got. You always got to make sure, it's very easy to miss stuff here. So you've got to make sure you take every nook and cranny. Magazines, oomph, startup. Why not? If you got a Star Wars shirt, awesome. And yeah, it's quite unlike the electronics show. More suits here than more suits and ties here than you can poke a stick at. Whereas you go to the electronics shows and it's it's pretty much jeans and t-shirts all the way. So, and it's not just the exhibitors wearing their ties. All right, I didn't find the 3D PCB printer, so oh well, I'll find it eventually. It'll be on the highlights reel, the interview reel, but there you go. It's quite large, and the keynotes all happening there, so we might go in there and see what's happening later, but yeah, that could be a bit of a bore fest, so I don't think I'll be recording any of those. I don't want to listen to the New South Wales Premier, the new New South Wales Premier crap on about all sorts of stuff, so yeah. Maply, they do maps, obviously. Aha! There they are here, there we go. Cartisian Co. Be afraid, be afraid. Oh, come back guys, come back, you've got a good crowd. There it is, 3D printer.
I told Malcolm not to tweet you because I really didn't want this to happen.
They didn't want me to come by, they were afraid. They're not ready, it's prototype hardware, that's all right, I'll be kind. Okay. There we go, but it does print silver ink, so it prints printable ink.
Here's one printed on FR4.
There's FR4,
that's
directly.
That's a Simon Says game.
Yep.
And it actually works.
Terrific.
And I'm going to lose, one sec. Oh, I lost. And we can also print the exact same circuit on paper.
On paper as well.
And that's also reflow soldered.
Excellent.
Paper, which is incredible.
That is. Ordinary paper? Nah, I'll come back. Let's leave it for, yep. Cool guys, just doing a walk around video.
See you in a bit.
See ya. Hey. So, yeah, they got 123k on Kickstarter, I believe. So they're, yeah, they got their tiny list. Oh, 137. Oh, I stand to be corrected. Every cent counts.
It does.
Yep.
We're a small poor startup from Brisbane. So.
Yep. Okay. Even the flights down here killed you, right?
Oh, we drove.
Oh, you drove to save money. All right. Fantastic. Yep. Oh, because you got to carry the gear in the boot.
Exactly right.
Of course.
We had
all right.
printers and a whole bunch of soldering materials.
Yep. Got it. All right. I'll catch up with you guys later. So there you go, found them, and they're drawing quite a crowd. You know, anything that looks like a 3D printer, I think, is going to draw a crowd. Even though it's not a 3D printer, it's a 2D printer, which prints down conductive ink on pretty much anything. So they reckon they've got it licked. The technology, well, probably not perfected yet, but they reckon they've got to go. They can reflow solder the things, so. That's got to be impressive. And Korean pavilion. All right, no idea. Robotron, but yeah, you could be here all day. This is actually quite a show. I'm very impressed. I haven't been to Cebit before because I thought it was much more business oriented. What cost? They're there you go, pulling a bit of a crowd in there. They have active home intelligence, but they would primarily be doing power, power login for home and stuff like that. Probably wireless, as everything is these days.
We're providing.
All right, and of course they've got fun stuff to play with. There you go, racing game, terrific. You don't see normally you see a line for that sort of stuff, but the suits here, they don't really want to play. So, blast monitoring equipment. There you go. Well. If you want your blast monitoring equipment, come talk to those guys. online marketplace for travellers. There's quite a few of those companies. Bit of a dime a dozen, I would suspect. New York Times, International New York Times. See, why are they here? That's bizarre. And gaming software. We're in. And not sure what sort of gaming software, but Indian technology company. There you go. So there's quite a few, and there's a lot of people here too. I'm not sure how many people they get through the doors at Cebit typically, but I'm quite impressed because it's almost lunchtime, so people would be getting a bit antsy. There you go. Is this the Wi-Fi? It's probably got Wi-Fi here, has it? So no, or is it some sort of yeah. Anyway, everyone's mad at work on their notebooks, that's for sure. Black Nova, no idea what they do. See, we could go and interview a whole bunch of these companies. There's hundreds of them here, and we could spend all day, and some of them probably make really interesting stuff. So, you know, that's a good one of the good parts about coming to these shows is that you can find little gems that you never knew about, and leaks, no idea. Online marketing, oh great, yeah, but you know, companies need that sort of crap. So me, I don't market, I just put up my info, and if you build it, they will come. So I don't need marketing. That's a very impressive looking rack. Hubrin Schooner, yeah, look, that's impressive. Okay, but that's they aren't doing racks, they're doing connectivity solutions. Fiber company, I'm guessing. Lab coat, terrific, well done. Someone wearing a lab coat, I love it. Cabling's a big thing. So there you go, quite a few. Maybe you want to head into the keynote thing, see if anything's happening. But there you go, I think we've pretty much done the walk around though. And missed a whole bunch of stuff, so apologies for that. But anyway, I'll primarily be 22 minutes I've been wandering around, so there you go. Could be a while. And there's nothing happening in there at the moment. No, it's all over. So, but let's have a look, see how big the why not? Let's go behind the curtain. Ta-da! Yeah, big venue, there you go. Whoa, huge desk up the back. They're really serious about their IT stuff. Oh, they're getting their lights out. There you go. Their road cases, all their big 3D lights, spotlights are coming out. And that's where they have their keynote, Yawn Fest. I think there could be some interesting things that people talk about there, but yeah, certainly not the keynotes when you get in the New South Wales Premier. That's just, you know, but hey, it's a business show, so yeah, whatever. Anyway, I think we'll call it quits. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that walk around of Cebit 2014. And yeah, I will be doing another video, of course, which will be some highlights stuff and pretty much just a few interviews with people. That's pretty much. So there you go. Catch you next time.